Attention, duelists. Attention, Atlanta. Meet me at Yabo Beach House from 7 to 9:30 p.m., y'all. Please excuse me for the late notice. I wanted to do like a mini event, get artists, but then I realized I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna just basically come back and we'll do like a proper like event. But excuse the late minute notice or the last minute notice. But yeah, I'm gonna be at Yabo Beach House from 7 to 9:30 p.m. South African restaurant. I just wanted to find a place we can just kind of like meet up, have food and drinks. So that's where I'm gonna be. Okay. And if you're in the area, holla at me. I'll be there. We can take pictures. We could talk. It'll be groovy. All right. Other than that, welcome to your magical moon message. Moon in Cancer, Sun in Aquarius. And relative to that, this is a psychic integration of total knowledge with the Sun, Saturn, and Aquarius. And you're going to come into a deeply intuitive understanding of how to put this new psychic of knowledge, this new cycle of knowledge you tapped into and bring it all together, especially since the moon rules Cancer. There's a supernatural level of emotional contemplation that's going to have you, are you ready? Cancer is feel. So it's going to have you feel, I mean the moon is feel too, but it's going to have you understand the sincere feelings behind and a part of bringing together all the knowledge that you have cultivated since this new moon cycle. So the new moon literally had you activate new knowledge of the total understanding of your higher being and world around you, who you're connected with. You activated the magical belief, change in belief, insight into now coming into a more abstract understanding of how to, at this collective level, change your attitude coming into Moon in Gemini about this new knowledge. Everything that you established here, Moon in Gemini had you now ground, or through Taurus, into your attitude. So a belief over the past 2 days has now become a truth. In that, you may believe certain things, but actually going through it, it'll change how you think. That was like the past week. Then we had the moon in Aries that activated the cardinal nature of this cycle by you taking action and feeling who you are relative to this knowledge. Then it grounded in Taurus with that first quarter square, made it super real, supernaturally real, really downloaded a lot of this to your physicality. Then we went to Gemini, of course, turned the belief into truth. The reason why I have to detail all of this is many of you may not, unless you're a Pisces, right? Even Leo, unless you're mainly like Piscean, Aquarian, and you operate outside this realm, those people, Aquarius and Pisces, are ahead of the rest of us. So Sagittarius will see Cap's at the top of the mountain. So like Capricorn consciousness is like being a government authority that has all the statistics. Capricorn's ninth house is Virgo. So government officials have all the demographic statistics and can see the trends of what's happening in a nation or a country or a city before you as like an individual will get it. This is why we look to news broadcasts to feed us info. So that's how powerful Capricorn is. They see how everything applies to the collective before most individuals do. Aquarius are fucking aliens, so they just know. And Pisces, what the fuck are y'all doing here? I swear to God, like, what are y'all even doing here? What are y'all really doing here? Like, it is what it is. But yeah, Pisces be knowing without even having to know. So I'm not talking to y'all, right? Everybody else, you may find that this integration process is really under your nose. It's at such a quantum level. Unless you're out of this world like Aquarius, or you're just so fucking magical, it's not even fair like Pisces, or you're a seer like Sagittarius, or you're the goat like Capricorn, you're probably not gonna know. I mean, you could be a Scorpio, and we're not gonna talk about y'all. But like, yeah, Scorpios. But like, yeah, shout out to Scorpio. Yeah, this is very key because this is definitely putting you into a place where, because Scorpio will just like know the secret and then calculate the rest, and Virgo will analyze. But because we're grounding and integrating macrocosmic knowledge individually through how you feel about it all, it's going to be a transit like this and the full moon that's going just like that, give you like full clarity of what you've been doing. So what I'm basically saying is you have a working understanding and knowledge. This is literally working knowledge because the moon is 6th house of work to the sun of Aquarius knowledge. So this is an intuitive working knowledge. You have an intuitive working knowledge of what not like you have been downloading. Think of this Aquarius transit as a downloading of hardware you activated Capricorn, because Pisces is going to turn on the software. Now you've downloaded the program in Aquarius. And so you have a working intuitive understanding and knowledge of what happened, but you really don't know what's happened because it's happened so at a quantum level. So you're seeing synchronicities, you're seeing things start to click in gear and align, but this transit's going to literally integrate everything together in preparation for the full moon that's going to complete this in the light of Leo, where you will now, coming into Sagittarius, a site, really now through your interactions socially with other people, because Sag starts the social axis, experience really in Virgo what you've integrated, really actually see the results. For example, a transit like this with the 6th house of practice and results, you may have felt like, you have really leveled up because the past week you killed it in the workouts. You bench pressed like so much more than you were able to bench press. So you're walking away from that like, wow, I'm so much stronger. Until a transit like this and a full moon puts you in a position where you're getting jumped by 5 people beyond what you think you're capable of, and then you whoop all those 5 people's asses, and you're like, okay, I knew I got stronger, but I had no idea I got this much stronger. And that is an insanely extreme, wild example, but I want to use that because the moon in Cancer is integrating an intuitive understanding of your own psychic capability and how you sincerely feel about yourself, that it's going to transform how you feel these emotions towards applying the higher level of knowledge that you're coming into. And this is why this is very important. You have a lot of dumb motherfuckers who really don't know what it is you're saying, and because they feel intimidated by the nature of what you're saying, it's easier for them to just project that what you're doing and saying isn't anything, because outside their limited understanding, because they're fucking idiots, they don't really know. And I'm saying no because this is Aquarius, okay? So expect a lot of emotional projection, because a lot of people are insecure, but a lot of people aren't necessarily secure enough to kind of, oh shit, Kodak license plate, really, acknowledge their own strengths and weaknesses so they can blame other people for, being triggered by all sorts of dumb shit. So everything about Cancer is specialization. This is the vibration of specialized Cancer knowledge that, only you may know, or you may have to be a specialist. Anyone can be a doctor, but, there could be a doctor that specializes in neurosurgery. There could be a doctor that specializes in osteoporosis. Right. This is where you're tapping into your own specialization. And that's what's going to put everything together. Let's say up until this point, you are a college student that with the new moon started a new course, and it was an accelerated course. So by moon in Gemini, you finished all of the basics. Now moon in Cancer is asking, what are you ready to specialize in? This is going to be revealed to you. This is going to really integrate a holistic completion and understanding of how you have grounded higher macrocosmic knowledge of your entire existence and how you feel about it. And so what this is going to do is enable psychic techniques and abilities for you to harness and activate this psychic potential. I have to say psychic, because Cancer is a fucking psychic power. So you're understanding the psychic power of supernatural knowledge and how to apply this higher knowledge individually through your own psychic power and ability. But because the moon is opposite Pluto, because the moon is going to be sextile Taurus, you have to beware of stupid motherfuckers who project onto you their own insecurities because they don't know shit. And so your specialization will make them insecure because you're going to be really connecting, speaking, and harnessing energy and power that to other people, you know what I'm saying, they're not going to know. If you like, a lot of you are going to be advanced neurosurgeons who are sharing knowledge to people who don't know the first thing about chemistry. In order for you to be a doctor, you need to know about chemistry and biology. All right. So you're talking to people who don't even know the basics. They're not even going to understand how to get the specialization. And like most Aquarians who are accused of God complexes, but are actually gods, people are going to think that you know it all. People are going to think, oh, this person is talking about something, that they think they're whatever, when really this is necessary expression so that through your connections with other people, you can get other pieces of the puzzle and just really express what you're doing. So because of that Pluto opposition, you're going to be reframing your approach to opposing viewpoints, opinions, and actions that seek to undermine or manipulate your sincere emotions. And you must sincerely, with all respectfulness, let people know they can suck your wee-wee. You can sing, let it come from your heart so it's sincere. You can wrap your mouth around my dick and suck it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be rude out here. We're all grown adults. And you can tell people to suck your dick respectfully. If they're going to disrespect you when you're coming sincerely. So just keep that in mind, because we don't have time to waste and argue. This is just very crucial, as the full moon is going to complete the feeling of courage needed to harness this total knowledge, which by then, as we now come at the end of this transit, you're fully applying the next level of this knowledge so that you can experience it divinely in Pisces. Fully expect unconventional breakthroughs, because the moon that's going to be trining Neptune is going to step you into some wild synchronicities. Some of you are still finding it hard to accept that the signs and synchronicities you have about certain people, things, and places are real, because your external environment doesn't match that. But you're learning, especially with this transit, to trust in what you feel inside and how the outer experience mirrors that, as your reality is changing to mirror what intuitively you're picking up. A transit like this is going to have you feel into a realm of existence that's outside of this material reality, projecting from the non-material this material reality. Okay, so you're going to be feeling a facet with that trine of Neptune about how you individually connect with a space where past, present, and future happen simultaneously. Pisces, it's a vibe. This is why Pisces are psychic as fuck, because they live here. Like, this is what they view reality from behind the veil. Virgo views reality from in reality, looking towards the veil, right? Being able to analyze what's beyond that. So just keep that in mind, because if you don't think you're psychic, you're going to be super psychic this transit. This is going to unlock a lot of latent psychic ability many of you had, because now the North Node is in Taurus and the South Node in Sagittarius, Scorpio, is going to trine with Neptune, and that Grand Water Trine is going to literally unlock through destiny past life abilities and skills that are going to have you now feel how to take cardinal actions with this psychic understanding and integrate and perfect how to apply this higher knowledge. So this is an initiation into the paranormal and supernatural, but not having to do anything paranormal and supernatural. You just have to rest in the mundane, contemplative essence of your own feelings. You don't have to know how to do this, because this is going to teach you how to feel, how to operate the supernatural energy. So you're integrating a psychic feeling and understanding of supernatural energy that will complete in Leo, so that you can decide moving forward how to experience it. I wish I can explain this better, because there's a better way I want to say it, but I hope you enjoy this transit. It's going to shock you. Don't try and figure out any mysteries, because the trine in Neptune with the moon will enlighten you to a lot of synchronicities. And if you try and figure it out too soon, you remember it's just a signpost. So just enjoy the journey and trust your intuitive guidance about what actions to take. And that will come with just allowing yourself to feel your feelings and sort through them instead of trying to control them. With Mars and Venus conjuncting more, also look towards incredible breakthroughs and moving forward with certain friendships, partnerships, and moving forward, you're going to see a lot more distinct uniqueness and specialization of how you express your abilities. And I hope you enjoy that. As always, Godspeed. Peace.